couple of days ago, my nephew left me a message on my Facebook page. Jacob, 17, recently graduated. His mother came up, my sister came up from Arizona for the graduation, so it was the first time a number of family members had gotten together for quite a while. I'd seen Jacob numerous times since coming back to Calgary, but not a lot as he was growing up, because my family spread all over the country. Uh, anyway, I had quite a good visit with him while he was here, and each time I've seen him, I've enjoyed his company. He's a bright young fellow, and he's been reading some of my blogs lately. So, yeah, his message on Facebook was, "Hey, Uncle Terry, if you write some interesting things. If you ever tried a vlog?" I used to fool around with making videos, and I still do a little bit. That's my green screen over there for when I want to do those kind of things. But they were always just fun things. So I thought about it, and well, in some ways it's much easier to talk about what I'm thinking than to write it, because you lose a lot between the mind and the paper when you're writing, and it takes quite a while to do all that stuff. So I thought, well, why not give this a shot? I have some regular visitors coming to the blog site, so I'll try this as well. So I couldn't think of a better day to do it on than Canada Day. So I thought I would introduce myself on Canada Day. And thank you, Jacob, for the suggestion. Let's see how this goes. I'll keep you informed. Right now, because it is Canada Day, I'm getting all my little things done. So I got to run down and put my laundry in the dryer. So I'll put you on pause for a minute, and when I come back, I'll do a little intro. All right? Happy Canada Day. Talk to you in a few. Well, as you can see, the laundry is done. In fact, I've changed shirts. uh, I've decided to entitle this Confessions of a Poster Child because I was a poster child, as you can see from the pictures I've dropped in here. I had polio in 1953, so I've spent the last 58 years living with that. That's been helpful because it's helped me to create my own philosophy around life, which is part of what my blogs have been about, but they also reflect why it is I think the way I do about so many things. So today is just going to be a basic introduction as to who I am and why I'm here, but my name's Terry. I spent 58 years living with the results of polio. I'm now wheelchair dependent. I say 58 years because that's about 30 years longer than I grew up thinking I would live. Back in the 50s and 60s, the lifespan of somebody with a disability was 25 to 30 years. So that helped to form who I was to later become, because I was just going to cram as much living as I could in those 25 years. So that's helped formulate some of what I talk about. You'll hear more about that. But for the time being, thanks again, Jacob. I want you to know you're one of the few people in the family, and I have 6 brothers and sisters, and God knows how many nephews and nieces, but you're one of the few people in the family that actually read my blogs. There's a number of people that read them, but you're one of the few family members that do. So I will get back to you on my next one, and let you know how life is going. But you're going to hear a fair amount of political stuff from me, because I'm very conscious about politics, and I'm a great supporter of democracy. I will catch you later. Well, maybe not. Maybe I'll just go and finish putting my laundry away and then come back. Anyway, talk to you later. Okay, everything's put away. Just to do a quick close here. Um, I mentioned being political, which I certainly wasn't in the first 30 years of my life, but the next 30 years I became increasingly so. I spent a lot of years as an advocate fighting for rights and freedoms and this type of thing. So that's a lot about what I talk about. I recognize the history of how they were developed, all the work that went in this country in the last 40 years to develop these things. In fact, my biggest frustration these days is 1976 was when the building code was amended to address access, and here we are in 2011 still having to fight for access. So it gets a little frustrating at times, and you wonder what you've spent the last 35 years doing. But I'll get into more detail on those later. In the meantime, happy Canada Day. It's been a pleasure meeting you. Hope you come and see me again. All right. Talk to you later. Have a good day. Bye-bye.